Hi, I'm Chris the Counsellor, and today we're going to look at why your belief in human nature is essential to your counselling approach. So I believe that human nature is the foundation to our work as counsellors, and more importantly, the approach that we choose to use as counsellors as well. Human nature decides how we see the world, the people in it, and also how we relate to them. Do we see people as intrinsically good, intrinsically bad, or as blank slates? This is going to dictate what we believe about how people operate, and as a result, how we're going to work with them as therapists. Let's take two examples. Freud, for example, believed that people had destructive tendencies and drives, and that these needed to be controlled and taken care of for a person to exist well enough in the world. If you have this belief of your clients, then obviously you're going to see your role as a therapist as a way to manage these destructive drives. It's going to likely lead you to see yourself as the expert that is doing something to the client. It is probably going to lack trust in the client to find their own way and trust their way in the world. It's going to decide how you approach your client in your work as a therapist. On the other hand, we could take someone like Carl Rogers, who believed that people were intrinsically good and mainly pro-social. He believed that if people were given the right conditions, mainly acceptance, understanding, and a genuine therapist, that people could find their own way and could be trusted in their decisions. If you have this belief in human nature, then obviously as a therapist, you're going to take a non-directive approach, have trust in the client, and provide the conditions to help them find their own way and make their own decisions. This is an example of why your belief in human nature is so important as your work as a therapist. I think it's really important to know what you really believe about the world and the people in it, so that you can decide how you're approaching people and how you relate to them both as a therapist and as a person in day-to-day life. I think it's important to take some time to reflect on how you see people. Good, bad, a blank slate? Do they need to be controlled and guided, or can they be trusted and given the respect and space to make their own decisions? I'm going to put some statements in the description of this video to help you reflect on your own views on human nature. This way we can know what we believe about the world, and I also believe this helps us to practice more congruently in the approach that we choose. For example, if you believe that people need guidance and advice, then practicing the person-centered approach is probably not going to be the best choice for you, and that's absolutely fine. I think it's great that there's a number of different approaches, both for client's sake and also for therapists to be able to practice congruently. Knowing your belief in human nature is the foundation to find an approach which suits you well as a therapist. I hope you found this video helpful. If you would like to leave any comments below, please do. We can start discussions. Anything you have to add to this video or any suggestions, that would be great. If there's anything that you think I've got wrong or you would like to challenge, that would also be great too. So please leave comments below and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.